What's up, Panther Network fans? My name is Andrea Wainright, and today I'm interviewing head soccer coach Coach Stanley. Welcome to the show, Coach. We're glad you could join us.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Tell us what makes this team special to you.
This team's special because we have, a lot of seniors, and a lot of them are first-time players on the varsity, and a lot of them have had some success this season, and it's just a great group of young men, and they've worked really hard to get to this point.
What are your expectations for this team as you go into Final Four?
Well, my expectations are for us to play our very best and come home with a blue trophy. And that's been our goal from the beginning when we started doing conditioning back in October. So,
is there anyone else you'd like to contribute to the success of the team?
Yes, I'd like to thank my assistant coaches, Pedro Sierra, who he works as a volunteer coach, and his soccer IQ is amazing. His drills are amazing, and he does a lot of good things with our kids. And I'd like to thank Ryan Stanley, my son, who coaches the JV boys but assists with the varsity. He does a great job. Mr. Patton, who drives our bus, he takes us all over the place and does a great job. And I'd like to thank Mr. Crawford, Ms. Osborne for all their support. And I'd like to thank our booster club, Collinsville Booster Club, who provides money and support for our guys to have soccer gear, and they pay for meals and all kinds of things. They're always there when we need them. And I'd like to thank the DeKalb County Board of Education. They've been very supportive. The Collinsville community, I'd like to thank them. They come out to our games, and our fans are just super fans. And at our playoff game the other night, we outnumbered the other team, and that was about a 3-hour trip, and they provide a lot of energy for our guys, and we were able to get the win, and I owe those guys a lot of credit. And there's probably a lot of other people that I could thank, but I'm just grateful for Collinsville High School.
Next, I'll be interviewing a few of the senior members on the soccer team. Welcome to the show, guys. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Diego Jimenez. I'm number 3, and I play center forward.
My name is Josue De La Cruz. I'm number 13, and I play left back.
My name is Luke Henderson. I'm number 19, and I play wing.
My name is Tristan Gallegos. I'm number 4, and I play striker.
My name is Roberto Diaz. I'm number 10, and I play center attacking mid.
What are your expectations going into the Final Four?
I think our expectations are just to show out, play big, just do what we can.
I just want to beat Marcel. If we do that, I'm just happy after that.
My expectations are to win it all. We kind of fell short last year, so might as well go big or go home.
Yeah, we'll be winning and getting our bench back.
Well, I just want to play hard. As long as we're over there, play hard and give it everything we got.
How have the coaches motivated you to get to this point?
Well, the coaches have always just kind of pushed us forward and just made us try our best no matter what we do.
The coaches, they've been pretty close connected to us this season, I feel, or at least I feel that way. So that's motivated me.
They gave us a lot of competition with other players. That's switching us in and out and giving us something to push harder for.
They're motivating us by remembering us about the loss last year.
And for me, they've given us the confidence and make us compete with one another.
What has been the hardest part of this season?
I think the hardest part about this season is that we've just had to adjust to so many things this season, but I do think we've done really good at adjusting.
For me, it's just adjusting to the higher level of play, because I didn't play last season, but from what I've heard, we're playing a bunch of harder teams, such as 7A schools and 6A schools.
For me, it would be adjusting to different positions. I'm playing a lot more than I was last year, so it's a little bit different adjusting to that.
It will be adjusting to different formations and putting new players in new spots.
I'd say adjusting in general.
What has been the most exciting goal of this season?
I think the most exciting goal of the season had to be Marcos's 40-yard goal.
For me, it was just really hype seeing Doobie score in the last 20 seconds at Gadsden City to win it back. That was probably the best for me.
For me, it's probably Diego scoring against Town for the win to seal it.
It would definitely be Diego scoring against Town. That's why we're here right now.
Yeah. Our time's goal.
What has been your favorite game of this season?
My favorite game of the season is probably the Thorptown game.
Because he scored or what? For me, my favorite game of the season is once again Gadsden City. Because, I mean, I feel like that was a really close and intense game to watch and to be a part of.
Yeah, I'd say mine would probably be a senior night. It was a big night anyways at night. We came out with a big win. And we had a couple goals that were really cherished in that time.
Mine would be the Fort Payne game. We played our guts out.
Mine would be the Gadsden City and Fort Payne game because it kind of showed us what we're capable of as a team and what we can do if we play right.
Which player has had the largest impact on the field?
I think the player that's had the largest impact on the field has to be Roberto.
To me, it's either between Fernando, because Fernando's really vocal, Padilla, our new captain, and but to me, like the closest one who's helped me on the field a lot is probably Tristan. He tells me what to do in game a lot. So.
Again, probably Tristan. He pushes you a lot harder in practices, so that because he knows that you can do it, and so whenever you're in game, you're not as nervous around him.
Mine would be Roberto, Carlos, and Doobie.
Mine would be Tristan and Fernando. They're really vocal at practice, and they'll get on you if you do something wrong.
Which player has improved the most during the season?
I think the player that's improved the most this season has to be Kevin Coronado. He's really stepped it up.
For me, I wasn't a part of last year's team, but I got to watch. And Roberto Carlos, for me, wasn't that outstanding, but now I feel like he's in his right position and he's doing his job perfectly. So I'm going to go with him.
I'd say Kevin, again, he's really shown a lot from the start of the year to the end, to where he was just an average player, and now he's one of our starting, and he's a key person that we need.
I would say our goalkeeper, Jenin, he really stepped it up this season.
I'd say Roberto Carlos and Jenin, so they really stepped it up this season and proved that they want that spot.
What is one thing you guys do well as a team?
I think one thing we do well as a team is just keep possession over the ball during the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, we've already established ourselves as a team who keeps well possession, so possession.
Again, possession and a lot of pressure. We put a lot of pressure towards the end of the match. Especially if we're down, we're always putting pressure on, and it gives us the win most of the times.
It would be possession and keeping our composure.
Same thing.
How do you view your role on the team?
I view my role as I have to just try to do the best I can to either score or to assist a goal.
I view my role as to, when we're counterattacking, to just run down the line, wait for a ball, and to try to cross it in.
Again, my main goal most of the time is just to run, make diagonal runs, or kind of fill into a spot that nobody's there.
I feel like my role would be just trying to make plays and help my team score.
I feel like my role is to push the team and help create chances and score.
What advice can you give to future players?
My advice to future players is just don't give up.
My advice to future players is to create a good bond with your teammates. I mean, that goes a long way.
Mine would be to push yourselves, because at the end of the day, you don't regret anything that you've done. That was done with something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, it would definitely be creating a bond and pushing each other in practice.
I'd say the same thing, having a really good chemistry with teammates and to push yourself.
Finally, what is the best advice you have been given?
I think the best advice that has been given to me is just don't doubt yourself.
I don't know. My best advice, honestly, I don't know.
My best advice would be no matter what happens in the game, keep your composure, and in the end, it'll work itself out.
Best advice would be never to give up.
Mine would be just be yourself and have fun.
Thank you guys and good luck.
Thank you.
Finally, I'll be interviewing Captain Fernando Padilla. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What are your expectations going into the Final Four?
My expectations are, obviously winning state championship, but we got to take care of business first with Mars Hill and get a little bit of revenge back on them for what happened last year.
How have the coaches motivated you to get to this point?
They've always pushed us hard, and whenever we've been slacking or anything, they've always motivated us to go harder, keep pushing us.
What has been the hardest part of this season?
Definitely conditioning and just getting in shape and getting ready for the playoffs has been the hardest.
What has been the most exciting goal of this season?
Probably Doobie's goal for when we played Gadsden City. Come back, get a winning goal.
What has been your favorite game of the season?
Gadsden City when we came back, or probably Tharptown when we came back on that.
Which player has had the largest impact on the field?
I'd say Marcos. He's really stepped it up a lot and really held us all together.
Which player has improved the most during the season?
Kevin Santos. We call him Santos, but his name's Kevin. He's improved a lot. You know, he didn't really play much on varsity last year, but he's really stepped into a big role this year.
What is one thing you guys do well as a team?
I feel like we communicate well as a team, and we've all played with each other for a while now, so we all got a good bit of chemistry going on, so that's good.
How do you view your role on the team?
Well, I'm captain, so that's a pretty big role that I gotta fill in, and it's hard, but I think we got it.
What advice can you give to future players?
Always go hard, and don't let anybody tell you what to do or what not to do. Just everybody, you got your own role. You gotta do it.
And what is the best advice you have been given?
Best advice I've been given was always work hard. Dreams will come true if you work hard and put the effort in. So, that's it.
Well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.